Hello everyone. How are things going on? I'm sure each of you is interested to find out what I'm going to talk about. It's not a talk, please. It is something which is going to change your life. Why? It is because of NEET. What is there with NEET? And is it possible to, first of all, crack it? Can we do something with it? Why not? Anything is possible. How can it be possible? Where there is a will, it's not one way. There are plenty of ways. And why am I talking about it? It is because I've got so many students who had gone through this tiring experience. They did well, and checking out their timetables the way they had done, I felt that yes, I could do something. So what is that I can do? I can tell you how we'll be able to crack this, how we'll be able to get success. We have 7 months of time, and it's really solid time. In case you'll be able to utilize the 7 months well, anything is possible. It is because, once again, I have to tell you, where there is a will, there are plenty of ways. So here's the strategy that I have for you. I'm going to talk about what you can do regarding what subjects to read, when to wake up, what kind of breaks are required, and all such kind of things. So let's go now. Now, the first thing that you should remember is about the decision. What is your decision? Do you want to really crack NEET? Do you want this special title before your name? And that is this doctor? Of course. Who is there who doesn't want that? I wish I had got such kind of motivation when I was younger. I couldn't do it because it was not possible. It is possible for you now. It is because you will be getting the chance to take the right decision. It is in your hands. So what should be done first? Motivation is required. Who will do the motivation? Shall I do the motivation for you? Will your parents do the motivation for you? Your teachers? No, please. You should motivate yourself, and that is the reason why things change a lot if you can do the motivation for yourself. Again and again, tell only one thing. What is that one thing? I am going to get the title doctor, and that is going to create wonders. You know, it's like ripple effect. You'll love it. You will continue doing it. What else should be done? What are the things that you should bear in mind in order to get this target? And how long should a person read for the sake of getting this NEET strategy perfectly? Should you read 20 hours a day? 18 hours a day? No, please. It's not going to be such a long one. It is something with which you will be able to succeed easily. So what should you do? It depends on you. It's a maximum number of 11 to 12 hours is enough. Yes, you heard it rightly. A maximum of 11 to 12 hours is enough in order to achieve your target of getting the seat in your MBBS and later to get that doctor. It's a proud moment. It's a great thing. Yes. So what else should we do? Now, when we say that it depends upon your mentality, what should be the strategy? So first thing that you should do is your attitude has to change. You should have a positive note. You should believe in yourself. It is possible. Why is it possible? Because you have the fire in you. And how much is that fire in you? It is so much that it will not allow you to take proper rest also. It will all the time tell you, come on, get up, do, learn, study, work. It is going to be a positive one. Now, there are things which people believe. Early morning, what am I supposed to do? It is because some people feel that as soon as you wake up, maybe you do a little of meditation, you do yoga, you do this, you do that. It depends on you. I cannot tell that this is going to be good for you, that is going to be good for you. I had heard some of my students talk about how they get inspired if they believe in the religion. It's left to you, you can sit, meditate. There are a few students who tell that no, if at all I watch one shot connected to how the MBBS life is, it's a change. So it depends on you. You decide what you wanted to watch early morning as soon as you wake up. And remember, it shouldn't be something too long. It should be maybe a minute or two if it is the shorts. If you're doing meditation or yoga, maybe 5 to 10 minutes would suffice. So think about it and then you start your day. Then prepare before you sleep. What does it mean to prepare before you sleep? Yes, you have to start your day first before the night itself. What are you poor at? Should I say poor at? No. What is that thing which you wanted to put more emphasis on? Will it be on chemistry, biology, or physics? Which is the right one that you have to do? This decision you have to take the night before you sleep. The night before you sleep, when you take the decision about what you're going to do, everything becomes fine. You know, it's like the cog wheels. You do one, another thing falls in action and you'll be able to continue with your work so well. It's easy. I'm telling you, it's cake work. Mind you, you follow it diligently. In case you cannot follow it diligently, chances are different. You can do it. Why? It's because the decision is in your hands. You are following the right strategy. You are putting in motivation for yourself. Why? It is because you are the one who is going to get the tag of doctor. In case you get it, you win it. You will be the one who is getting the ultimate success. So what else should we do afterwards once you wake up? What is the thing? I told you that you have to get ready with your sleep. So, what should we do? We should change the sleep pattern. Are you a night owl or are you a day lark? Think about it. There are so many people telling that no, we are awake in the night like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. But please understand this. In case you are awake till night 3 o'clock, that is early morning. It becomes early morning, isn't it? We have to reverse it. You sit right from 10 o'clock in the night, you continue till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the morning. What happens? Most of the time, the student sticks to only one chapter or so. But in case you'll be able to change the pattern, change from the night owl to a day lark. Now, when to change? How to change? Is it possible to change? There are again two strategies for this. You can tell yourself, when am I sleeping? In case you're sleeping at 2 a.m., when will you wake up? It could be something around 10 or 11, isn't it? Do you think you'll be able to do the work successfully if you wake up that late? Never. So, there are two strategies I already told you. One thing is wake up 1 hour early one day, next day maybe 1 hour 15 minutes early and then 1 hour 30 minutes. In that way you can do. But this is a slow process and chances for a person to get back to the previous position is there. So instead, straight away you start like when do you want it to wake up? You take a chance. In what way? By waking up suddenly maybe by 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock. Once you do that, you might be tired on the day, but you will be able to sleep early. Once you sleep early, you will be able to wake up the next day early and you can do your work well. Don't delay in changing the sleep pattern. It is because it is tested over and over again how a person can get better if they start the day early. Everyone knows that proverb, isn't it? An early bird catches its prey. So when we know that right from our childhood, why can't we implement it here? It is possible. Then once your sleep pattern changes, automatically things get better. What happens then? We already saw in the previous, just a few minutes before, I told you that you will be able to prioritize. What will you prioritize? What you are going to read the next morning. Before you sleep itself, you are taking the decision, isn't it? So then you will start what to read first. Is it chemistry that you have to start first? Is it physics that you should start? Or is it biology? Now, let me tell you another important point here. Majority of the people are very comfortable with biology. They feel that it's a homely subject, something easy. Another point about biology is that they can concentrate on the subject. If it is morning or afternoon, evening, night, any time they are comfortable. Now, should we select physics? Many of them have fear. They think that, God, if I start with physics early morning, my day is going to be ruined. Like both of them are opposite poles. So all the time, start with chemistry. Why? It is because it's in between. It's in between. The reason is it is not so tough, it is not so easy when you compare biology, physics and chemistry. If you start your day in that way, you will be able to get motivated. Now, once we say that yes, you are going to start your day, at what time? 4 o'clock. Previously, I told you, start it at 5 o'clock, then go to 4. Then if possible, start with 3:30 itself. It is going to be really excellent. So once you start your day at 3:30, first thing first. What's the first thing that you need to do? Revise whatever you had read the previous day. Maybe take 20 minutes or half an hour. And then you can continue with that particular day's slot. How many hours are you going to take it? Take it 3 hours. In case you start with this chemistry for 3 hours, you will be able to do it very nicely. See, whatever you had done in the night you read only one chapter. Reading one chapter in the night till early morning is not something fruitful. But during the day, if you start it, you are not only revising what you read previously, you are able to cover 2 chapters conveniently. And that gives you confidence. Now, some people might think, fine, when I did it in the night, see, I got a lot of satisfaction that I was awake till 2. Yes, that is the only thing you'll get. You will get the satisfaction that you were awake till 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock. But other than that, nothing. 99% the time gets wasted. It's only the book in your hand and you feel like you self-pity, okay, I'm awake, I'm doing this. It's not right. So change it. If you change it, you will be able to do everything better. So 3 hours you are going to read this. So what happens at that time? By the time all the people will be up and about, maybe you can take a little bit of break. Now one more thing I wanted to talk about this timings. Like, are you going to continue with that work of this chemistry for 3 long hours? Will you be able to sit? Now this depends upon each individual. Sometimes a person might feel that this 3 hours is too long. In case it is too long, what should they do? You should split it up. How should you split it? It depends again on your way of the learning. Are you able to get everything into your brain, or is it getting saturated? If it is getting saturated, stop the moment it gets saturated. Saturated means what? Like you're reading, but nothing is getting into your head, it's going over your head. So it's waste. So decide when you are getting that saturation point. Is it after half an hour? Is it after 45 minutes, 1 hour, 1.5 hours? It changes from person to person. Some people might be able to sit for 2 hours at a stretch. Some people might sit only for half an hour. So you see how much time you are able to concentrate well and read. So that you will take a break. Now, how long should you take your break? Can the break be maybe half an hour? Never, please. Your break has to be small, a mini break. And this shouldn't be more than how many minutes? 5 minutes. Let it not be more than 5 minutes. If it is more than 5 minutes, what happens? You will not be able to come back. You will feel that fine, it's all right, I'll take another 10 minutes, and then that 10 minutes becomes half an hour becomes 1 hour. Always tell yourself, because you are doing your own motivation, you have the fire in you. What is that fire? You are going to become the doctor, and the tag of doctor is you who is going to get it. It's not someone else. So, since you have the fire, you will do it well. So decide how much time is suitable for you for the break, how much time you are going to sit at a stretch. But break all the time only 5 minutes. Let it not be more. In the afternoons, you see, people have some power naps, isn't it? In many countries they are doing that. Same variety here, let it be a power break. Now in this power break, do whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you energetic, whatever pulls you back to your books. Anything could be fine. It could be maybe a cup of tea, it could be maybe talking to your parents, it could be listening to some music, it could be a little bit of dancing or shaking. Fine, you will be able to do better. So bear that in mind and come back to your books as soon as you complete your break. So in that way, you'll be able to complete in the morning itself chemistry. You'll have a little bit of time with your family, you'll have your breakfast, and then you can start the second subject. So what will be the second subject? Your second subject is physics, and this is with perfect concentration on the previous year's questions. Unless you concentrate on the previous year's questions, you will not be able to get the desired result. Your target is to get the seat. Yes, you will get it, and you will get it if you do it in a proper manner. So with physics, it has been observed that repeated PYQs are there. So once you are thorough with all the PYQs, what happens? Again, I tell you, it's cakewalk. Yes, you can do it easily. So this completes the afternoon session. So after the afternoon, you'll have your lunch. Again, same slot, 3-hour slot with a little bit of break now and then, depending upon your capacity of getting the knowledge into your brain. And then you can have your lunch. Now post-lunch, there are some people who have a heavy lunch. Some of them might not have in that manner heavy. Whichever way it is, if you feel you wanted a break, do take the break. Here you can take it maybe for half an hour or maybe an hour. And then you can start with your next subject. And what's the next subject? It is your biology. This you can go with your NCERT books, you can go with your PYQs. Please remember, be thorough with your NCERT. Every nook and corner must be in your brain. We wake you up in the middle of the night and ask you something, the answer must come immediately. That thorough must be your preparation. And since it is biology, many of them love to learn it conveniently. So in this way, you will be able to continue your studying till your dinner time, supper time, or whatever way you call it, you can continue that. And then after your dinner, what will you do? Take a short break. This could be some 10 to 15 minutes of break after your supper. This again can be bonding with the family. Please remember, bonding with the family is extremely important. The motivation that you get from your parents, from your siblings is awesome. It will be a torch bearer for you. You will be able to understand that, yes, I have a wonderful family. They believe in me. Why do they believe in you? It's because you believe in yourself. And then you complete with your biology and your supper, dinner, whichever way you call it. And after that, you can go for 1 to 1.5 hour night study. By 10, you must close everything. So that last 1 to 1.5 hour, it is your will. Whether you are going to read with physics or chemistry or biology, because this is the second time that you are going to get it. So read that conveniently. And once again, what am I telling you? Prepare thoroughly what you want to start the next day morning. Never ever clutter your place. Keep it neat and clean. whichever place you're going to sit and read with proper lighting and ventilation. If you keep everything ready for the morning, what happens? You will be motivated a lot. So the cycle continues like that. The second you wake up, you will start with either your yoga or your meditation or watching some slots, and straight away you'll start with that. There are some other things which happen to a person, and those are your thoughts. What is this thoughts? You see, when you are reading, especially your bio, your mind goes off. Where does it go? It thinks about the colleges where you're there, and you feel, oh, maybe it will be nice, this, that. Your mind doesn't come back to the place. Pull it down. Tell it one thing. Hey, come on, wait. First, get your seat in it. Then you will be able to think about it. Now and then, whenever it wavers, it goes, pull it back and be stable. One more thing also happens regarding the thoughts. You think about your family members. Most of them are in holiday mode. Most of them are enjoying. When people enjoy, when others are in a very happy mood, what happens at that time? We miss those moments. I am the only one reading. Look at all the others in the family. They're all enjoying. No, that should never come into your brain. Why? The fire in you must be able to propel you forward. For what? For the target that you have. And what's the target? To get the doctor title permanently in your life. You can do. You will do. All the best for everyone.